Hey guys, we're back with Fate Grand Order. Unfortunately, assuming you're watching this, which like you will be, because I waited, I tried, I lost the video footage of Camelot 5, which is the Gawain fight. That's probably the worst thing I could lose, maybe aside from like the the opening like is just a cutscene. I could have done that again. So basically, I lost the Gawain fight, and it's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded. And yeah, I lost like 4 videos. Only one of them was Fate Grand Order. The other was in 3 in another series I have. Luckily not Fata Morgana, so that's fine. Singularity Log, there we go. I'm just gonna reread one scene from this. It's the Wailing Wall. Right, because the prologue, I think, right? I'm not going to read the whole thing because I'd rather use that time advancing the story. But I'll give a rundown of what happened here. We get to the wall. There's a merchant who attacks us. He's like, haha, don't trust the knights. I want to go there if I were you. Haha. Yeah, that's him. He's going to show up later. Like 100 billion%. He has a sprite. And then the holy selection starts. And turns out they don't let in everyone. They only let in like the pure or whatever. Also, Raincoat Mashu, very rare 5-star. So yeah, they get there. It's daytime now because Gawain. They're gonna kill all but 3 people here. There's like 400 people. A lot of people. And we you know butt in. We're like, yo, you can't kill those people. And there's this mother who they won't let her child in, so she sacrifices herself for him. And he's like 100% relevant because it has a sprite. Like a unique sprite with eyes. And here we are. I'm going to read this. I'm Gawain, a knight of the Round Table. As one entrusted with the responsibility of delivering holy punishment, I shall judge you. Sir Gawain! He's the one called the Knight of the Sun and wields the second sacred sword. Don't worry, I've played Fate Extra. I'm good here. I've also played this. There's no more doubt about it. It was King Arthur's knights, the Knights of the Round Table, who annihilated the Crusaders and built a holy city upon the Holy Land. Arthur met in London. No, this one's different. The spirit origin output observed from that servant just now was far beyond that of King Arthur and Ardata. That's not even the realm of a servant. How did King Arthur become such a monster? Seems of a mage using a farsing spell. Then, you must be in the defenders of humanity. When the foreign star shines, the bond of the White Wall crumbles, the king's power wanes, and the divine tower falls. Unfortunate. If our meeting was of a different nature, we may have found a path of coexistence. Magical energy response is multiplied several times over. Gawain intends to fight. Gawain is the wielder of the sister sword of Excalibur. What is it? Excalibur Galatine? Something like that. Noble phantasm second only to King Arthur's. Not only that, but it's daytime now, right? In that case, you have no way to win. No way to win. Get out of there. He's 3 times as powerful during the day. Right. The numeral of the saint strengthens his body. During the day, Sir Gawain is invincible. You cannot escape. It's already impossible for you to withdraw on your own. You open a way for the refugees to escape, and set foot into enemy lines to save that child. This is the price you must pay. Weren't you prepared for this to happen? It's no good. We can't retreat. We're entering combat, Master. Okay, there's the first fight. It's no good, Master. That fight ended after like 4 turns, I think. Something like that. Our attacks are meaningless against him during the day. On top of that, he's holding back on us. He isn't even using his noble phantasm. Oh? Seems one of you is taking it easy as well. Of course, I do not intend to use my sacred sword. You're not powerful enough to be worthy. I'll dispose of you like the common trash. Have you not noticed, HorseyEatYou? Mashu doesn't seem very well. It's not just that her strength is dwindling. Mashu is hardly standing up to Gawain at all. We'll be in real danger if this keeps up. Try to buy some time. Just a little. Full! Gawain! Why are you doing this? I think I chose the bottom one last time. Master! Normally I'd not even deem you worthy of a response. But seeing how you put yourself in danger to shield a woman, I shall answer your question. Master from a foreign land. What is your name? I'm HorseyEatYou. You can just call me Horsey. Many thanks. Allow me to formally introduce myself. HorseyEatYou. I'm Gawain, a knight of the Round Table. I serve Arthur, the King of Knights, the pure white Lion King, protector of humanity and founder of this holy city. What we seek is the completion of a utopia, untainted and unstained. The only right way for humans to live is to obey the laws of the Lion King, which will create a pure white millennial kingdom. To do that, we select exceptionally good humans. Those not selected are purged. That is all we're trying to do. We act in accordance with our own justice. You decided to reject that. It may have been on the spur of the moment, but still, you denied the Lion King's holy selection. For the king, one mistake is one too many. Thus, you must prepare yourselves. You have now made enemies of the Lion King and the Knights of the Round Table. Whether I defeat you now or another Knight of the Round defeats you later, either way, your fate is sealed. Also, awesome music. No intention of causing you suffering. Accept your fate and let this end quickly. We won't lose to you. You're being reckless. That won't do, Master. Ah! You're equally reckless. No, I'm certain that disposition is causing grief for HorseyEatYou as well. You still don't view me with hostility. Why did you even enter the battlefield with such a mindset? You said you'd defend that child. You defeated the enforcement knight who killed his mother out of hatred. Yet you don't exhibit the same hostility towards me. Don't you understand? I'm the one who killed that child's mother. I ordered this holy punishment. I allowed the slaughter to occur. The enforcement knight was simply following orders. The enemy you should hate is me, the commander. Someone who doesn't even understand that shouldn't be on the battlefield. Realize how you insult us by being here. Ah! This is the end. That shield is too heavy of a burden for you to bear. Meshu! Our boy's here. You're the arrogant one here, Sir Gawain. Individual beliefs and one actions on the battlefield are two separate things. You don't have the right to denounce your beliefs. All the more if you fall into such heresy. What? You're... Silver Arm Guy! I chose that one last time. I remember that. Save the greetings for later. Devote your attention to the enemy before us. I shall destroy his gift as a Knight of the Round Table. You have nothing to fear from Sir Gawain. You haven't lost yet. This isn't a matter of sheer power. This is a matter of how one lives their life. I had my own issues as well. To crush the strong and aid the weak, that decision is always correct, more than any other. In that case, this radiance is for you. HorseyEatYou. Switch on! I get lot. How do I remember? I get love. Is it a V at the end? I forget how to pronounce it. It's something like that. I get love, I think. I think it's a V sound at the end. Impossible. Unbelievable. Why are you here? And more importantly, Sir Bedivere, you're a Knight of the Round Table. You intend to commit treason against your king? What? He was Bedivere the whole time? I said it's gonna be one scene, but like I forgot that it's carried out through multiple scenes. So you brush against. Oh yeah, okay. So this is after the second fight, which is like the real fight. I think I finished in like 5 turns or something. It was pretty easy. I have no idea how to say the Gorgon sister's name. She just destroyed him. You brushed aside my Galatine? Impossible. Are you saying that that's the true arm of Nuhada? Ah! Burning sound effect. The smell. Wait, are you burning? Not just that arm, but inside too? Don't mind me. Hurry. Now's the chance to escape. That's our intent. I defeated the enemies behind us while you were fighting Lucius. Let's go, HorseyEatYou. It's not worth the energy fighting Gawain during the day. As expected of Da Vinci. Yes, what a reliable universal servant. I mean, Mr. Bedivere, come with us. Whoa, whoa! You're quite strong there, my lady. To carry that shield and also pick me up at the same time. Master, please take this child. Leave him to me. Now everyone, shield your eyes and brace for impact. Open your mouths and cover your eyes and ears. Ah! Solar flare? Bedivere. Wait, what's the meaning of this? Why would a knight like you appear in a battlefield like this? Is that the end? Yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, it sucks that I missed the Gawain fight of everything. Like, that's the worst thing I could have missed. Because, like, that's what everyone cares about with Camelot, you know? It's not like, you know, the Tristan fight like, it's not a spoiler to say we fight Arthur. We fight, you know, Itoria, the Lion King. Nobody cares about that. They're just here for the Gawain fight. Because that's like, you know, the first real challenge in the story, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I did stomp it, so I guess it's not too important, but still, it sucks. What can you do? Yeah, I tried everything I could to salvage the video, but wasn't going to happen. Anyways, I'm going to cut to the start of episode 6 now. If I could snap, I would, but I can't. And, like, think how cool of a transition that'd be. I don't know if you can hear me, like, rubbing my fingers together trying to snap, but I just can't do it. I'm bad, I know. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Well, I'll see you guys in a second, because you'll see episode 6. Bye! Hey guys, we're back with Fate Grand Order, with the Camelot Singularity, which is the only one I've done so far, but I still have to say it anyway. We're here with Chapter 5. Last time the body count got huge. Like, it said save hundreds out of thousands, so I think, like, actually 1,000 people plus have already died. So, I mean, it can only go up from here, right? Like, body count can't go down. Anyway, we have Bedivere here. Not gonna use them because archers. Party this one. Oh, I've leveled my Waver a bit. I still haven't ascended him. I don't have enough QP. But next recording, I'll have him 80 plus even, with that sweet interlude. So, Vlad. Right, we gotta change our craft essences back. Just change you to that. You can go back lens. I don't really want Emiya. Take this off and switch him for Waver? Yeah, we don't have Waver on, so I don't have 2030, I think. Which is like the best craft essence for Waver, just because support. Oh, you know what? Here. There you go, Waver. That's some nice maple tofu. Yeah, just roll through it with Berserkers. Taking flight, 1 out of 2. We just saved that kid. Bedivere's on her sled. Meaning buggy. Okay, we managed to break through the line. What's the situation, Yomani? The Knight's formation is broken in 2 places, and refugees are escaping through them. I detect about 50 life signs around HorseyEatYou. Yep. And about 100 from other location. The other location. There are more over there, but none of them can fight back, right? We have to leave them on their own. Considering how far they are, if we try to join them, we'd all be rounded up together. The only thing we can do now is escape in different directions. Lucius? Bedivere is correct. We need to guard the rear for the refugees here. Fortunately, Sir Gawain isn't pursuing us. Look, the sky's turned back to night. I would hazard a guess that he hasn't received orders to leave the gate and give chase. Before that happens, we'll use the cover of darkness and get as far away from the holy city as we can. Oh, but before that, don't let them escape! Those given holy punishment must be purged. They'll cause calamity if left alive. We need to crush these pursuers first. Are you ready, HorseyEatYou? Of course, leave the rear to us. Well, you've gotten pretty gallant, HorseyEatYou. I've always been this way. I'll take charge of leading the refugees. Our efforts will be in vain if the refugees end up scattering everywhere. Enforcement Knights are closing in on the refugee group. Engaging! Okay. So I assume this chapter is just kill a bunch of knights. You could change the party formation. You never knew. Yeah, 2 knights. Oh, I should have brought Waver for the instant Noble Phantasm. Arts, I guess? I can get a Vlad one up whenever I want now. And you're on striking. Okay. Anyway, so last night, yeah, I brought my Waver up to 80. But I ran out of QP doing it. I just bought the experience from the Mana Prism shop. Which I usually don't do. But I've been in the habit of doing it recently because I don't have time to grind all this XP. I have tons of servants unleveled. So I used... Did I use all of it? Alright, I've got to still have some left, right? Wouldn't take that much to bring him to 80. We have 9 lives and Kizaliki Bay up now. Swap guts. Get that extra chain. This is actually regular Vlad. This is an extra Vlad. Get it? There's 2 versions. One's called extra Vlad. Get it? It's not funny. I know. I don't have any anecdotes to tell. I didn't think of one. Could talk about Nasuverse. Like what? That I majored in Nasuverse lore back in college. Like that's my degree. Nasuverse lore. I know everything about the Nasuverse before Grand Order came out. Because Grand Order just made everything more difficult. Because there's a bunch of lore that isn't translated. Or it is translated, but only the lore itself, not how that lore is communicated. Which, you know, that's pretty... It's hard to get into. Oh, I should have used the arts buff. I don't think I'll kill him, but anyway. Well, the Noble Phantasm itself. We should definitely be killing him here. Oh, maybe? Oh, yeah, it did. How about that? On a nice grid? Okay. Yeah, I first played Fate Stay Night not too long before Grand Order came out in Japan. Probably a year before. Before that, I hadn't been introduced to any Nasuver stuff. Like, I knew about it for a while. Just, it took me a while to get into it. I remember I started Fate Stay Night the day I finished Umineko. I remember that day, like it was just 3 or 4 years ago. I would have finished Umineko in like February of 2015, I think. Somewhere around there. Right? Yeah. I remember because... Okay. Anyway. Gawain reporting in. Where's the Lion King, Sir Agravain? The king has gone to sleep. I already explained the situation. You'll be punished later, Sir Gawain. You're to wait in your manor until then. How unfortunate. Cannot see the king even at a time like this? Naturally. It is merely the escape of some refugees. We can handle it ourselves. Or, Sir Gawain, are you saying you wish to trouble our king? I'd never do such a thing. Looks like there's some misconduct. This blunder is unfitting of you, Sir Gawain. How tragic. Haha! Maybe you want easy on them again. The Knight of the Sun is such a kind man. That isn't kindness, Sir Mordred. That is disrespect. It is by the order of the king that the holy selection take place. Death awaits any failure, Knight of the Round or otherwise. There's no need to wait for the king's verdict. Agravain, may I cast judgment on Sir Gawain myself? And that's harsh. House arrest should be punishment enough for him. No need to cut his freaking head off, right? Mordred, this is why I say you don't understand the king's heart. You would wish our king to personally take the head of a Knight of the Round? I'm sad. Such would indeed be the end of the world. For our king's sake, I must take the life of my friend. Do you understand, Sir Gawain? A swift decision from Tristan, as expected. Yes, here in the throne room, my gift is useless. Go ahead and take my head. The sharpness of Fell Knight would do so without doubt. Indeed, I can cut it so cleanly that no blood will spill out. It'd be ill-mannered to stay in the throne after all. Hey, wait, are you serious? You really are. Hey, stop it, I said stop. Why is Mordred being the reasonable one here? This is weird. Just to getting off Gawain's head? Father would never allow such a thing. If you're to die, I will butcher you myself. I'm sure that's what King Arthur would say. No, wait. Put down your bow, Sir Tristan. I find it hard to believe that Sir Gawain would meet such resistance from refugees, much less allow their escapes. Did something unforeseen happen? Circumstances may dictate Sir Gawain's punishment be eased. What say you, Sir Gawain? Were the rebels who attacked you at the gate truly refugees? I have nothing particular to report. There's simply 2 unknown servants mixed in with the crowd. Is he not going to report Bedivere? Both likely wandered in by the call of the Holy Grail. They are not the kind of heroic spirits who could threaten us. I see. Thank you for the clarification. Sir Tristan, The punishment for Sir Gawain is... What's this ruckus? Have you started a war council for the desert invasion, Gawain? Your Majesty! Sorry about that, we're back. Mordred's going ... What's this? I think you would come to the throne room so late at night. Allow me to make a report, my king. Half a year has passed since your rule began. Our holy city is more prosperous than ever. You know, it's kind of leading up to a, oh, the king's actually dead, but like I know the Lion King's not actually dead. Although Gawain, like, he's 100% evil. Both because of what I know of Gawain and because, like, look at his face. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gave fake orders from the king, since most of the time that's the only person they talk to. Markets are full of bustling voices, wheat grows thick, flowing waterways glimmer, and flowers bloom in the gardens. The sky is perfectly clear and blue, and the desolate winds of famine cannot reach our lands. We know that everything is all thanks to our king's rule. O Lion King, you are revered by all. Your rule must be free of all impurity. The slightest disturbance will be treated as a mere mishap. Flattery is unnecessary, Gawain. I came to hear a report from one of my knights. Now, state your business, Gawain. I'll believe your words. Yes, your majesty. The holy selection was carried out correctly. As a result, we discovered 3 compatible candidates. 2 were secured and given a warm welcome as citizens of the holy city. However, the remaining one was lost. This was due to negligence and supervision. I also allowed refugees to resist, losing 12 enforcement knights in the process. The enclosure was broken and over 100 refugees fled. They split up. One group headed to the mountains. The other was sheltered by suspicious merchants. Oh hey! They still exist. Their destination remains unclear. Suspicious merchants? Sounds like Gawain's problem. Does that mean they haven't been wiped out? It would seem so. Indeed, we still haven't confirmed the death of one merchant leader. That concludes my report. I'm prepared for any judgment you may hand down. I've already dedicated my life to you. Please make your decision, my king. I see. Very well then, raise your head, Gawain. You may remain on your knees. For you have no need to ever stand again. All. Did Gawain just die? How enviable. It may have been a small amount, but to receive the king's sacred lance. Gawain! Mordred, what happened to Gawain? Calm down, Gawain. Let's see. Ha! I expect no less from Gawain, the toughest guy in the round table. Ha! Look at him, so pathetic. Not only did he blast through the castle wall, but he was blown out to the holy city's outer wall. And on top of that, he managed to survive. Oh, okay. Oh man, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to fix that wall. He's alive? Sir Gawain is alive? Okay, that's off. Hear me, Knights of the Round Table. That strike was death itself. The fact that he survived shall be considered Sir Gawain's pardon. Are there any objections? Nobody would ever object to you, Your Majesty. There is, however, one sad thing about all this. Starting tonight, we'll be hearing yet another song at the tavern, extolling praise upon the magnificent Sir Gawain. How truly sad. The number of songs written about Lancelot or myself hasn't grown at all lately. We haven't seen Lancelot yet. I don't know. I assume he's on the knight's side in this. I don't actually know, though. I assume him the strike to leave everything to father. There's no way I'd complain. Mordred, I don't recall granting you citizenship to the Holy City. You are only allowed to stay in the city during the day. Return to your natural domain. Yeah, I'll go back to the wasteland. My natural domain, the wasteland. Leave guarding the outside to me, father. Your Majesty, this may not be my place to ask, but why do you not allow Mordred to stay in the Holy City? Indeed, it is not your place to ask. Do you wish to measure up against Sir Gawain's toughness? Even you, Gawain of Iron, would suffer after one of my blows. What? No, I simply thought that stationing Sir Mordred in the Holy City would solidify our guard. Unnecessary. That one has no use beyond roaming the lands outside. Keep them alive until our eventual battle against the Sun King. I see. Temporary freedom is a great reward, so to speak. Very well, I shall issue the order to pursue the refugees. I'm sure Sir Mordred would be happy to be of use to the king. Also unnecessary. Leave the refugees. They'll die eventually in the wasteland. The Sun King will soon realize their true intent. prepare for the coming battle with him. When the Knight of the Lake makes his triumphant return, we'll settle things with the Sun King. Understand? Agravain? I assume that's referring to Bedivere. Is the lake? He's totally lying, that man. Agravain? Is it really okay not to pursue the refugees? Of course. This is a direct order from the king. Still, be that as it may, we cannot ignore the outsiders. If they manage to repel Gawain, they are likely led by the foreign master. The master causing a revolt at the gate is hereby considered a rebel. Send pursuers their way, and destroy them. Whatever happens to the refugees accompanying them as a result of that is simply inevitable. I see. That plan sounds like something you'd do, Agravain. Who will you entrust this mission to? Oh, different sprite. He's looking straight at us now. Let me think. I know of one knight who happens to be free at the moment. Greater Knight Lancelot. Okay, there he is. Contact him. He should be making his way back to the Holy City. Tell him to pursue the foreign rebels, but he's not allowed to return to the Holy City until they are dead. Okay. Is that end, or is this the start of a chapter? I forget. I guess it's the start. Probably. No more enemy groups in the immediate vicinity. We managed to distance ourselves from the Holy City. Fo-fo! Thank you. I wouldn't have escaped if it wasn't for your help. These people would also like to thank you. Yeah. So you're the ones who beat the Holy City's knights. We were watching. Thanks. We're in your debt, but sorry. Can't exactly celebrate right now. We can't really express our gratitude from the bottom of our hearts. I can understand. It's not exactly an occasion for smiles and laughter after such tragedy. Sorry. Also, this is hard to say, but how long do you intend to accompany us? We're grateful that you're protecting us. We're thankful, but you're saying you don't trust us, right? We have a different race, we have different goals. Furthermore, you can't give us a proper show of gratitude. So, there's no reason for us to escort you, right? That's right. We want to trust you, but at this point. So yes, want to know why you're helping us. We couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it. Well, I get that. Nobody would be able to stand such a thing. Excuse me, would you mind if I made a proposal? We'd like to continue guarding you, and for that, we'll request compensation. Whatever the reason may be, we've all made enemies of the Knights of the Holy City. To survive, we require more cooperation. Thus, we'd like to borrow your strength. We'd love to help, but only a few among us can actually fight. We have wives and children among us. To fight alongside you, we would... No, that's not what I meant. We'd like you to be our guides. We need trust to enter the mountainous region to the north. As you can see, some of us are the same race as those in the Holy City. We can't enter a region controlled by the mountain people. A battle would ensue the moment we tried to. Combat is the last thing we want. If possible, we too would like them to shelter us. However, they have no reason to trust us. Do you understand what I mean? I get it. They see that you saved us. Indeed, if so, even the old men of the mountain wouldn't treat you with disdain. Yes, that'd be enough to give us hope. We'll protect you with all of our might and escape to the mountains. After that, we'd like you to mediate between us and those of the mountain. Does that sound agreeable? Yeah, I can convince everyone if that's the case. Sorry. If that's the case. That we can continue to put our trust in you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for saving us earlier. I mean it. Just wait a bit. I'll go talk to everyone. That's good. This should unify the group under a common cause, HorseyEatYou. I'm sorry. Should I have taken that liberty? I ended up speaking on HorseyEatYou's behalf. You're great at talking, Bedivere. Compliment him. Fo-fo! Yes. Seems that my only merit is one of the round. That was my only merit as one of the round table. Still, I'm sure they need some rest too. We've run all this way after all. While I'd love for them to have a good night's rest, we don't have the time to spare. Let's take an hour break here, then head north. We'll force our way through the night to reach the mountains. Okay, I'll tell the refugees what you said. I'll also treat their wounded and provide some food. Roman, I'll leave HorseyEatYou to you. Yeah, leave the difficult verifications to me. Fine, I'll do it. Long distance communication via magecraft? I heard his voice earlier as well, but... From his voice, I imagine him to be a delicate man, but strong of heart, with intelligence and a quick wit. Am I close? Oh, they can't see him? I'm sure someone's referenced seeing him before. Like, I think Nero did in Rome, didn't she? I think. Hooray! A servant who finally understands me. I think the day I'd be praised so much would actually come. Shouldn't spoil this guy. Wait, this isn't time for celebration. I'm Yomani Archimon of Chaldea. Just call me Dr. Yeoman. You must be Lucius, Sir Bedivere, who saved HorseyEatYou out in the desert. My apologies for the false name. I could not fully trust you then. It was our first meeting. That's to be expected. Yes, I'm sure you had your own circumstances, and that doesn't change the fact that you helped us. Anyway, now that you've told us your true name, we've got our full trust. Sir Bedivere, we still don't know your reasons, but the situation is clear. The Holy City is occupied by the Knights of the Round Table, heroic spirits of the 5th century related to King Arthur. Those that gathered at the Round Table would have naturally become our greatest force in this area. Unfortunately, this time, it's tyrants. Can't talk today. And you, Sir Bedivere, are one of them. Normally, you'd be a heroic spirit that sides with them, yet you decided to save Mashu. Someone helped HorseyEatYou break the lines of those knights. That was you, right? You concealed yourself and blended in with the refugees. Most likely to enter the Holy City without anyone's notice. But upon seeing HorseyEatYou do battle with the knights, instead of slipping into the city amid the chaos, you joined in. I'm sure it wasn't your intent to clash with Gawain there, but you saved us. You're a hero, and not just that, you're a true hero of justice. He's a Segi no Mikata, the kind of guy I could work with. Who knows? It's true that I was influenced by HorseyEatYou, though. What Magus? Is it? How do you pronounce this? Magus? 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 I don't know. I've always said Magus, like Magi, like with that kind of G. But I don't actually know. As you guessed, I was hiding my identity, hoping to enter the Holy City alone. It was all to have an audience with my king, to ask why he resorted to such violent acts. Yes, I still can't believe it either. The Knights of the Round Table are supposed to be a group of righteous knights. Yeah, a shining achievement atop the legend of King Arthur, the proudest and most powerful knights gathered at that table. Why would they do such a thing? Just like Ozymandias said. What did he say exactly? Huh. This is just my speculation, but originally, the sixth singularity would have seen the Crusaders overrun the Holy City, resulting in an endless crusade. A never-ending war for the Holy Land that would lead to the collapse of humanity. The Crusader army, transformed into a demon god, would end up doing battle with Chaldea, or rather, HorseyEatYou. But as you can see, the Crusaders were defeated before we even arrived. At the hands of King Arthur, striving to defend humanity. Oh. As a result, the singularity was never repaired. In fact, the distortion grew even stronger. The reason being that King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table built their holy city and took control of this area. That makes enough sense to me. They make no effort to save this land as it burns away. They only seek to enrich their own city. That's likely the cause. It may be true that the inside of the holy city is a utopia. However, servants are mere shadows of their souls. They should not exist on this earth forever. Heroic spirits should only exist temporarily. The earth is for those living in the present. The wise King Arthur should be fully aware of this. Yes, I hate to say this, but the Round Table has gone mad. The knights are now distorted existences who must be defeated. So that's why you decided to fight Sir Gawain? By the way, seems you'd like you knew about Chaldea already. Was Merlin the one who sent you, by chance? Indeed. I heard all about your situation from him. He told me that those who intend to repair the singularity will appear. He said to be on the lookout for a Yomani Archimon from Chaldea, and to lend you strength if our interests align. Merlin? By Merlin, do you mean the court mage of King Arthur? Correct. He has shut himself away, however, speaking of how his preparations were not yet complete, or something of that nature. Yes, that's just like the legend. Merlin should be confined to the edge of Avalon. Wait, but... Senpai! I feel like Mr. Merlin... I feel like we met him before once. Smug. No, I can't remember! That about explains it all. I'm a knight who arrived here late. When I arrived, the Knights of the Round Table had taken the Holy Land for the Crusaders and turned it into the Holy City. Just for reference, they met Merlin back in America. I forget the circumstances. I think he saved us or something? I forget when it was too. I think it was sometime during the final battle. Like, the final march to the final battle. I don't know. I've come this far to correct their deeds, even if it means cutting down my former friends. Sir Bedivere, let's meet the king together. Yes, we also have a mission to restore humanity. The Sun King may have the Holy Grail, but the cause of the singularity this time is the Holy City. As such, we must enter the Holy City and face the Lion King. Isn't that right, Master? It's gonna be rough, but we'll manage. Thank you, both of you. It might not be too much use, but I look forward to working with you. Fo-fo-fo! Oh, are you done talking? Then we should set out. I talked to the refugee leader. He said we'll reach the village of the mountain people if we continue north for 2 days. If we can make it, we should be safe for a while. We can plan our comeback there. That's the end of the first segment, isn't it? How long has that been? Like, this 15 minutes here and... we're already almost 30 minutes in already. Facing our writer? Oh, Let's bring Hero and X in. Maybe I should bring Edmund for an AoE. Sounds like a better idea. Let's replace John with Waver. With that spicy mapo tofu. For this video, I might just do the first 3, like the first half of this chapter, depending on how long the second half is. Because I try to keep my videos around 40 minutes long. That's like the ideal longest length. Like 50 minutes an hour is a bit long, I think. Anyway, how's this drifting? It's faster not to drift, but cornering like this is more impressive, isn't it? Awesome! So fun! I assume she's driving. What exactly is Lady Da Vinci doing? What exactly is that box-like object? Ooh, there's foreshadowing. That's just the type of vehicle. We're playing with Rex to try and cheer him up. I can't mention what that's foreshadowing of. But if you're familiar with Nasiver's lore, you might be able to figure it out. The child we saved back in the Holy City. He finally woke up a short while ago. However, he was quick to notice that his mother isn't here. The others told him she went with a different group, so we've been able to dodge the issue, but... I see, so that's why. Looks like even Da Vinci has a human heart. Mash! You should try this too! It's so fun! Okay. Senpai, I'll be over there for a bit. That boy has a strong will, but so does Lady Mashu. We walked for an entire day, but she shows no signs of fatigue. We've been through a lot of fierce battles up to this point. This is the 6th trip for HorseyEatYou and Mashu, after all. Looking back, they visited a lot of different worlds. Isn't that right, HorseyEatYou? Crossing the American continent was rough. Yeah, they did it all in like less than a day, too. What? You've done so much? I was confident of my own travels, but the sea was... The Knights of the Round Table were based in Britain. You didn't have a reason to cross the sea. In the era of King Arthur was a time of civil war and ethnic strife. It wasn't really a time for making journeys. Oh yeah, Sir Bedivere? About that arm of yours. Is that really Ergetlam? I don't know how to say that. I'd hesitate to call it real. It's an artificial arm given to me by Berlin. It was a planning device. He told me that I'd have a difficult time facing the Round Table, seeing as I only had one arm. So this is an artificial noble phantasm of his creation. A replica of the silver arm used by this Celtic god... Is it Celtic or Celtic? I think it's Celtic, but... I know there's a basketball team called the Celtics, which is like, but that just sounds weird. War god Nuhada. My body can't handle it for long periods of time, only short bursts, like you saw. Huh. That technology is amazing. Wonder what kind of raw materials Merlin used to replicate the arm of a divine spirit. But even Da Vinci's pride is hurt, deep down. I can already imagine her flying into her rage and yelling, "My gauntlet is way better!" Well, it'll just be all talk though. I just wanted you already said that. Of course, I have no plan to admit my defeat. That's right, I heard everything. Prepare yourself when we get back, Romani. I'll prove that I'm not all talk, with you as my guinea pig. No way, even you couldn't best Ergetlam. This is Merlin we're talking about, the Merlin. He's the scummiest of scummy mages that do anything to win, you know? With their fixation on beauty, there's no way to beat him. That'll win, and win beautifully. In fact, if we don't, we can't be the Knights of the Round Table. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Uh-oh, I let my tongue slip because of you, Armani. I don't want to worry you, but too late now. Let me do a little explanation. Remember what Sir Gawain said? That he had a gift from the king? It's a blessing from the Holy Grail. But I don't mean the art graph scrolls we've been collecting. I mean the Holy Grail of the Savior from Arthurian legend. The Knights of the Round Table are blessed by God. Oh yeah, you're an exception, Bedivere. To be exact, we're talking about the Knights of the Round Table under the Lion King. It would seem so. Those knights are no ordinary servants anymore. In terms of divinity, my Ergetlam is about on par. Without the ability to sever the Holy Grail, that gift cannot be broken. Then, the Knights of the Round Table decide to show up. Only Bedivere would be able to fight them, but he would reach his limit quickly. Isn't that right, Sir Bedivere? How many times can you still fight? Once? Twice? What are you implying? I can fight as many times as needed. It'd indeed be a bit painful, but still. Oh, I see. Well, we'll just leave it at that. This kind of reminds me of Heaven's Fuel. Heaven's Fuel spoilers, just skip 30 seconds if you don't want to hear it. Like, how Shiro only has 3 projections, I think? I think it's 3 that he can use. You know, he has to save one for Sakura and one to destroy the Grail. I wonder if we're going to end up in a similar situation. Or better if he just kills everyone. But I'm pretty certain he makes it to the Lion King fight. Spoiler alert, the Lion King's the last boss. But I'm a universal genius, a big sister you can rely on, HorseyEatYou. We need to prepare countermeasures against the Round Table, just in case. For that, I'd like to settle down somewhere ASAP. If I have a workshop, I can analyze their gift. But before that... Ah! Monsters! Monsters! Protect the supplies! For that, we need to fulfill our task as guards. Let's go, HorseyEatYou. Okay. I'm gonna use this time to take a drink. But dying. Too much dialogue to read. I haven't spoiled visual novels that have voice acting. Maybe Waver in the front line was a bad idea. Kinda forgot about the whole, you know, rider thing. But it's fine, he's Waver. It's like, you bring Waver and Merlin even to rider nodes. That's what they call them, right? Nodes. It'd be fine. Get a chain up right there. Get some stars. Doesn't really matter too much. It's stars, that is, since, you know, this guy's gonna die no matter what. Even if it's just like 3 Waver cards. Well, 5 Waver cards, I guess. You get what I mean. Shudge is arts. Shudge is noble hand hazard, sorry. Yep. This is just a failure fight. You know how it is. The failure fights are really bad in earlier Grand Order, but they've gotten better over time. It used to be like, oh hey, new characters. Oh, wolves are attacking us. Oh no. Or oh no, wyverns. Oh wait, that's what this is now. Well, you know, it's gotta happen. You gotta pad out the chapter. Whereas it's just another Salem. Salem was really short, like gameplay wise. I assume the story count, the word count rather, is about the same as the other chapters, but it's much shorter than compared to the rest. Like, I think there's like 9 chapters or something in it. It was also time gated. Like, you could only do the first half, or was it split into thirds, or I forget how it was split. But you couldn't do it all at once. You had to wait for a certain day for it to be all released. They also, it was Umineko. They had Red Truth and Blue Truth for some reason. All I'm saying is that if Rakushio 7 wrote it, I wouldn't be surprised. They haven't actually revealed who wrote each of the, what are they? Epic of Remnant chapters. To my understanding, they're considered pretty subpar, like, writing wise. Like, I know Shinjuku is considered to be pretty good. Agartha is considered to be like terrible, I think. And what Shimosa? Is that how you say it? Is a mixed bag, I think. Like it has some really cool parts, but I don't know about the rest. I mean, Shirio's in it, so how can it not be good? It's technically more Amasa, but okay, clear that. Okay, loading. Okay, loading. Yep. Okay, back to the world map. Saber and Lancer. I don't need to bring Bedivere out, because even for a Pokédex entry, because we get him at the end. He's the free servant. Yeah, satisfied with that lineup. Just a little further. We'll be in the mountains soon. Once we're in the mountains, we can make our way to the village while staying out of sight. The eastern village is hidden, sheltered by the mountains. You can't reach it easily without a guide. It'd be all the more difficult for knights from the plains, especially when there are wild beasts and thieves up there. Sounds like we'll make it. Oh, right, I knew it. Of course, there's no way it would be that easy. Leonardo? No, wait. Magical energy signatures are closing in from the rear. I detect 4. They're enforcement knights. The quickest we've seen so far. Yep, it must be vanguard units on horseback. Fast choices at that. Anyway, look just a little further behind them, Yomami. See that massive response? It's most likely a Knight of the Round Table. Lancelot? Ah! Dang it! And you're so close! Anyway, you have to intercept them. HorseyEatYou. The enforcement knights will reach the rear of the refugee group in a few minutes. Hurry over there. Got it. Yes, we'll attack swiftly and shake them off our tail, Master. Yeah, I think the second half of this chapter is going to be pretty long, too. If it's Lancelot, there's going to be some stuff there. And all that. So I assume there's just 4 of them. Do that. Do this. Give one of those. These guys are getting tankier. Weren't they like 70k and 80k before? By the end of the chapter, they'll just have like 40,000 health. Wait, 40,000, yeah, 40,000. No, like 400,000. That'd be ridiculous. I'd have to bring like Artoria out. For the Lancer ones. Don't make me bring Artoria out. She's my only level. Well, no, I have Yama, right. I have Yama on the Japanese service, but I've never leveled him. Just never got really to it. But I leveled him here for, ooh, should've. Wanted to use Vlad's normal Phantasm there, with their Arts Chain. On the second enforcement knife. But Yama got to be useful, extremely useful, for the Ibaraki event. He was pretty good there. So I finally got the chance to use him, and I like him story-wise too. He is an, I'd say Nightingale's the main servant, the second main servant in America. There's not really a similar role here because Bedivere's the main servant. He's the role Da Vinci has, or I guess that's more of what Nightingale's role was. But he was cool, basically. Still waiting for them to add Sita? That's her name, right? I believe she was. Oh, I forget. Oh, right. He used. Right. I'm just stupid. I already used Kezliki Bay. Did I give him the arts buff? Whoops. I believe Sito's data mined. Well, voice lines referring to her. Should be cool to have. Sure, it is art, I believe. I think she had a sprite. Like a unique one. Yeah, she definitely did. She only had a really short appearance in America. She died immediately, basically, but I like both of them. They're cool. Horseman Knight 8. I haven't read the, what's Yama's book? I haven't read either the Indian books, like the Indian epics. There's two major ones, I believe. One with Yama and one with Karna and Arjuna. I've heard they're really long. I plan to check them out eventually. Like right now I have a stack of Nasu vs. lore stuff to read. Nasu vs. lore in quotes. Like I have well, this one is a Nasu verse, but it's the Divine Comedy. I'm working on that now. Kizumi Neko. After that I have the Iliad and the Odyssey for Achilles and Odysseus. That's how you say his name, right? Odysseus? He's not in game. I could totally see him being added though. What class would he be? I don't know enough about the Odyssey. We covered it a bit in high school, but I didn't read it. Oh, oops. Enforcement Knight's intercepted. Refugees are abandoning their belongings and running for the mountains. No good. A second wave is coming. The speed. Could it be you, Lancelot? Why isn't Lancelot a Lancer? Lancer a lot. Sir Lancelot, we've tracked down the enemies. Shall we wait for the third wave? No, we attack. Split the third wave horizontally. Have them surround the refugees while we're in combat. Our orders are to capture the rebels. If they do not resist, there is no need to fight them. Do you understand? This is not the king's orders, but Agravain's. There's no need for us to work so hard. Sir Agravain has stated he cannot give us clearance to set foot in the Holy Land before the mission is complete. Unbelievable. A pathetic trifle, a petty scheme. Let's quickly deal with this and return to the Holy City. Understood. Let our flag bear the pride of the King of Knights. Enemy units are moving faster. I count 40 total. They'll catch up to us, Master. If push comes to shove, then I'll... No, you can't possibly handle that many, Sir Bedivere. Pity. And I've let you deal with it if that round table knight was alone. Da Vinci? What are you doing with the buggy? Huh? This thing? The new and improved Ornithopter, now with magical energy collection device in its core. I call it Sphinx Megado. Basically, a self-propelling bomb that charges and explodes in the enemy camp. Its only flaw is the lack of autopilot. Da Vinci! This should clear those guys out, so... HorseyEatYou, you go with the refugees. It's my time to truly shine. Or rather, my final scene, as it were. What do you mean? Oh, come on, Da Vinci. Make it sound like you're going to pilot that thing or something. This thing's got it, right? An autopilot? I mean, wouldn't that be easier than making a bomb? Well, I call it a bomb, but it basically uses my staff and my magical circuits to self-destruct. This technique requires me to be the one driving. That's why there was never a need to develop an autopilot. Are you insane? We can't let you do that. Now, I had predicted this before we reached the Holy City, and we saw that red-headed knight. We can't help it. If they catch up to us, it's the only way we can escape. So, well, personally, it's nothing much. Like, my turn has finally come. Right, Romani? Servants are actually disposable. Use them for a day or two, but then you get rid of them. I just happen to be around a little longer. Maybe too long, if you ask me. I'm leaving the rest up to you. For chicken, you actually made it this far, right? Da Vinci? Don't do it. Doctor, please stop her. Well, that's Da Vinci for you. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop her. Why don't you go on ahead? Doctor? Alright, full speed ahead. We're gonna blast the entire enemy camp. Dr. Roman Mashu, HorseyEatYou? How do you say this? Si Beramo! I said that right. Don't worry, genius is immortal. If I survive this, we will meet again. The Ornithopter is plunging into the enemy camp. Contact soon. Master, Da Vinci is... Let's go back to Saber. We can't. The enemy's third wave is still up. Okay, we're not doing it. They split up to flank us. Don't let her sacrifice be in vain. We'll escape into the mountains before the third wave arrives. Get a grip, HorseyEatYou. That servant entrusted everything to you. Make your way to the mountains. Yes. We'll return. Da Vinci, I promise we'll come back for you. Sacrificing one's life to buy time. Foolish, yet radiant all the same. Someone with this much resolve cannot be a simple rebel. In fact, they're formidable enough to fluster even Gawain, huh? Sir Lancelot, we have lost only 6 men, but all of our horses are down. We'll have to pursue on foot. No, that will be fine, but you'll not be able to catch up. Such is the flaw of heavy armor. We need cavalry to traverse this area. Send word to the fort to our west, and replenish our cavalry. Do not forget to find a guide that knows the mountains well. It'll be a week until we can return to the Holy City. Get ready to comb the mountains. Yes, my lord. So, like, I know Da Vinci doesn't die here. I assume she's still alive, given the "we'll come back for you, Da Vinci" line. Oh, there's only one more? Okay, I can do one more then. Taking flight 2 out of 2. I don't really have a good lane. I have Brynhilde. Okay, yeah. Well, no. Do this. There we go. Let's switch this. The second 2 skills aren't really that good, so. Both of these are pretty good. The XP it takes to level them is insane, but I haven't used this one at all in NA, so I've used this one like maybe 10 times on the Japanese series. I haven't been doing a good job of leveling my Mystic codes. Bunch of craters. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea she'd sacrifice herself for us. Da Vinci isn't dead yet. Right. Da Vinci is an undisputed genius. I'm sure she's alive. Oh, they just think she's alive. Okay. They said the ornithopter was originally an airplane after all. Surely she flew up into the air right before the explosion. Now, enough sad talk. We've entered the mountains, but how much longer to this village? Right. We can issue it another day, but there's a problem. What could that be? Don't tell me there's some barrier around the village. No, nothing like that. Talking about food and water. We're talking about 50 people here. Never had much, but that Da Vinci lady held things together. That's right. Tending the wounded, gathering food, even using alchemy to create water. Da Vinci did it all. Fo. Being too talented can almost be harmful. People find themselves relying on her before they know it. I'm sorry, but providing food is no longer an option. The refugees must travel to the village without food or water over the next day. With everyone at their limits, this day will be quite the hurdle. Although, perhaps I can do something about food. Bedivere, don't tell me you're... As you see, I may seem imprudent, however I'm quite well traveled. I have a knack for telling which animals are safe for humans to eat. It is amazing. Oh. Okay, it's just a failure hunt chapter. Fortunately for us, some are coming right towards us. How convenient. Will they eat us? Or will we feast on them? On guard. What? Okay. That chapter's just, you know, kill the animals, eat the food. There could be a post scene. Probably not, though. Bet you next chapter we'll meet the Hossens. Probably. Maybe. I guess you're wrong. I was hoping they'd primarily be archers. Last boss is an archer then. Could be the eye things. Can you eat wyverns? If Wyvern dies here on okay. Should have put the defense up to begin with. Should I just use everything now probably? Safest bet. Give one of those. Hopefully take down the Wyvern A. Yeah, okay. I underestimated Vlad a little. And Brynhilde. I didn't think she'd get a crit. Like, what was the chance of that? Like, 10%? 20? I didn't look, but wasn't expecting it. Just finish off Wyvern Dread. Yep. So yeah, back to Nasuverse lore. Or, I guess just how I got into the Nasuverse. Yeah, I started with the Fate Stay Night visual novel. I'm not a casual. I didn't watch the anime first. This is around the time Unlimited... Yeah, I remember... The day I finished Unlimited Blade Works was the day the anime finished, I think. I remember that lining up. I was like, huh, what a coincidence. I didn't watch it for a little while after, though. And I finished Heaven's Field soon after. I took a lot of breaks with the visual novel. The Fate Stay Night visual novel. There were 2 moments where I just kind of dropped it for a couple weeks. The first one was in the Fate route, when Saber and Shiryu go on a date. I think that was self-explanatory. It's just, you know, a kind of dead moment, I guess. It's not really the best way to describe it, but yeah, I thought it was going to be one of these guys. The other one was actually kind of odd. It was during the scene where Archer reveals his true identity in Unlimited Blade Works. For some reason, I just found that scene unbearable. Don't ask why. Sorry. And so it took me like a week to get past that. Once I started Heaven's Field, though, I finished it in like a week or less. The beginning was a bit slow, but it got there. Yeah, how much will this go? And then we had Hollow Ataraxia and watch Serial. Then a few months later, I read Tsukihime. It took me a while to find out Kagetsu Toya exists. Kagetsu Toya exists though. I never actually 100%ed it. I got the ending, but I'm still missing some of the extra scenes, like the I don't know if it's famous or infamous. Is it Flower of Thanatos? Is that what it's called? It's basically just a pure H scene where it's Hisui and Kohaku, I think. I'm not familiar with it, but like, obviously I read all the I skipped all the Tsukihime H scenes because Nasu H scenes. Apparently I missed some comedy gold though. Anyway, quotation from King Arthur, number 8. Nutritionally, a strange creature's meat is no different from any other meat. Lady Machu, repeat after me. Yes, nutritionally, a strange creature's meat is no different from any other. Ah, this is wonderful meat. Lodo's a little black and fatty. It's delicious! Machu, this is amazing! Yes. Machu ki light, digging in. Survival can be cruel sometimes. But we need to eat this. For Da Vinci. I mean, I would eat a wyvern. That sounds good. I wouldn't eat a weird eyeball monster, but I'll try a wyvern. Otherwise, how will it be useful to senpai? It's tough, but soft and squishy. The scent stabs at my nose and seeps into my brain. Thank you very much, Bedivere. You've added mint for us. How thoughtful. I don't use any herbs, but let's just leave it at that. Look, we're energetic now. Yes, no matter what we do, we must first be optimistic. Thank goodness. Would you like another plate? It's a precious part that I can only get one of. Look, at this magnificent eye. I respectfully and wholeheartedly decline. By the way, senpai, don't those craters bother you? Okay, finally we mentioned that. I thought they were just kind of, you know, in the background, but never going to be mentioned. I realized after climbing the mountain, that the wasteland is scattered with unnatural indentations. What on earth could they be? You guys don't know about the Lion King's judgment? What is it, Rest? What's the Lion King's judgment? Sometimes the holy city flashes, and when it does, that's when it leaves behind. The knights call it the Lion King's judgment, so we call it that too. Don't tell me those craters are the result of a destructive noble phantasm? Yes, but there aren't any in this era's original timeline. Probably King Arthur's noble phantasm. What I said, a tremendous power that the king unleashes indiscriminately. Much like Solomon's band of light in the sky, that explains why the mana density in the atmosphere is so high. Unbelievable. The Lion King's going to destroy this place. You guys don't know about the Lion King's judgment? So that's why you were able to act so defiantly. No, sorry. Even if you knew, you guys would have saved us. We know that. But do remember this. There's nowhere left for us to go now. We don't know when the judgment will befall the wastelands, escaping in the desert, and the Sun King's beast will devour us. The mountains are relatively safe, but there's no more food up here. We had to go to the Holy City to survive, though that plan became moot as well. So I see. I've heard the stories, but never thought it was this bad. The Round Table has already fallen. Arthur's now a demon. Worse than Vortigern? I don't know who that's referring to. I see. The people of this land, the Holy City's Lion King, is an existence that cannot be forgiven and must be eradicated. End of chapter? That's depressing not to leave it on. Although I guess that's a common theme. So we made it to the East Village. Adventure in the East Village. I assume we'll be meeting the Hossies next time. Do we have 3 courts? Is it that time of the day? It is! Okay. It's not 2 a.m. or I would get naked and yell out Needle Curse loudly. I can do one of those things though. Already done. No, I don't record naked. That's weird. Ah, oh, come on! Man. I want an elixir of love. Oh, ooh. Come on. Give me Angry Manu. Oh, man. It'll happen one day. And it's gonna happen on camera one day when I least expect it. It took me like over a year to get him on Japanese servers. I'll get him one day though. Where is he? Right there. One day. Yeah, Da Vinci's event is next. I think that's gonna start in a few days. I wanna finish Camelot before any like actual event start, because it'd be kind of awkward to juggle between the two of them. Like, it's perfectly doable, but still. Also, I don't want people to think like, I don't want people to notice like this is actually recorded in 2019, not the day Camelot launched, and I'm just uploading it. You see, I want to make people think I'm uploading it really late, not that I'm actually recording it when you know, right after Arthur releases. That's not real. It's still July 3rd right here, right now. So like, what's the next event? What's coming up? What's after Da Vinci? Oh, summer! Oh, I have to start saving quartz. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time with some more Fate Grand Order when we continue with Camelot. You know the drill. So I'll see you guys then. I'll work on leveling Waver even more. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys then. Bye!